Okay, so get this. An AI painting, like, actually sold at auction for over $400,000.
Wow.
Yeah, and like, this isn't some figure painting robot, right? This is like high-end art, making people rethink what art even is. We're going deep on all that today. AI and creativity, algorithms painting like Van Gogh, software writing symphonies, the whole deal.
It's wild, right? Like this whole AI art thing, it's not just a tech demo anymore. It's making people question the whole system. What makes art art if a machine can do it?
Exactly. And who owns it then? The programmer, the computer itself. You're talking about that portrait of Edmund Bellamy, right? The one that Christie sold.
Yeah, for like $432,000. Can you believe that?
I know. It's crazy, but it looked like a real painting, not just like pixels or something.
Right. That's the thing. It's made by a generative adversarial network. The Obvious Collective, they're the group. They basically, it's like they fed this AI tons of old portraits, like the classics.
To teach it? Kind of.
Yeah, like it analyzed brushstrokes, composition, all the stuff that makes a Rembrandt look like a Rembrandt. But instead of just copying, it made something new. So is it really the AI being creative?
Yeah, people are paying a lot for that question, apparently. But this is bigger than just paintings, right? It feels like the start of something huge.
Oh, absolutely. Music, too. AI composers like AIVA are already doing film scores and video game stuff, and there's like Amper Music, those platforms where anyone, even me, and I am tone deaf, can make a whole soundtrack in minutes.
No way.
Yeah, you pick the style, the mood, and boom, instant Mozart. Well, almost.
I read about this author, Tim Bouchier. He used AI to publish like 97 books in less than a year.
Whoa.
Yeah, ChatGPT wrote them, Midjourney did the art, super efficient. But is it really creating or just hitting go on the AI?
That's the big question, isn't it? It's what that Juka Alhal, I think that's how you say his name. He calls it one-finger creativity.
One finger?
Yeah, like instead of 10 fingers on the keyboard or paintbrush, now it's just one to click and approve what the AI makes.
So are we all going to be art directors now then? In this world of like one-finger creativity?
You're right. It's kind of exciting, but also a little, I don't know.
Yeah?
Like, yeah, imagine AI making your presentations while you have coffee, but then is that it? What about those moments where you're stuck really digging into a creative problem, and that's when you have the best ideas? Does that just vanish?
And what about actual skill? If nobody have to learn an instrument or write poetry from scratch, does something get lost? It's like the less you do yourself, the less you even understand what you're doing.
Exactly. It's not just the final product, the song and the painting. It's the process. Honing a craft, that's where the magic is. The human part that AI, no matter how smart, can't really get.
Unless it gets so good at fabing it that we can't tell the difference.
That's right.
I read about AI music software. It helps musicians with writer's block, makes melodies, chord progressions, that kind of thing. Where's the line then between tool and collaborator? Is it already competing with us?
Right. And it's not just a thought experiment anymore. There was that gradient descent exhibition in New Delhi,
Oh yeah, I remember reading about that.
the first all-AI art show. Artists use the algorithms as partners, basically, trying to see what they could make together.
Some artists were all for it, even signing the art with the AI's code instead of their name. Others were nervous, worried AI would become a crutch or even replace artists completely. What do you think about all that?
It's tricky. Part of me is amazed by what's possible, breaking through creative ruts, new ways of expression, all that. But then there's the other side. Will it take jobs? Will we just have algorithms spitting out generic stuff and real original art gets drowned out?
It reminds me of when photography was invented. Painters freaked out, thought that was it. Their careers were over.
You're right.
But photography became its own art form, right? And painting changed too because of it.
Exactly. So maybe AI isn't about replacing us, but changing what creativity is. Not AI versus humans, but AI with humans, a new color on the palette, like you were saying.
I like that. So AI amplifying our potential, not just taking over.
Yes. Imagine the possibilities if we actually use it well. AI could do the technical stuff, the complex harmony in music, and the composer brings the emotion, the storytelling part.
A true collaboration. A duet with machine. But let's not get too idealistic. There are downsides. What if AI gets so good at mimicking us, we literally can't tell the difference? Does authenticity even matter then?
Now you're getting to the heart of it, and it gets kind of ethically messy, honestly. Like, if I'm moved by an AI-composed song, does it matter that no human hand was involved?
It's tough, right? Because art is about how it makes us feel. Regardless of who made it, if it does that, isn't that enough? But then there's something about knowing it came from a human experience that feels different.
Yes, that human element again. Years of practice, their life, emotions. Can an algorithm feel heartbreak and put it into music? Or joy, like a great love song?
Maybe not yet. But what if it could read our brain waves,
Mhm.
our memories, even our subconscious, make art tailored to us?
That is both fascinating and more than a little creepy, right?
Total science fiction becoming real. Having an AI write you a soundtrack for your life or paint your dreams perfectly. Art would be hyper-personalized, but are we, like, losing control of the creative process then? If AI knows us better than we know ourselves.
It's like that Pandora's box thing, isn't it? Huge potential, art that really gets you, but at what cost?
And the legal stuff is going to be wild. If my AI makes a hit song, whose is it? Mine. The company that made the AI, does the algorithm get a cut?
It's a free-for-all right now, honestly. Copyright law did not see this coming. Some people say the user, the one like telling the AI what to do, they should own it. Others are like, no, the developers or even the AI itself should have rights.
AI suing for royalties, imagine that headline.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've covered a lot. AI, art going for millions, algorithms writing symphonies, and nobody knows what creativity even means anymore. Big picture, is this good or bad for art? For us.
I don't think it's that simple. Like AI is a tool, right? A really powerful one. It's how we use it that
So
matters.
be careful, but don't be scared.
Exactly. We need to be having these conversations now, like we are, about the ethics, the laws, how it changes things. Because AI isn't going away, it's only going to get more intense from here on out.
That's for sure. Pretty exciting time to be an artist, though, even with all the unknowns. So, last question. If you could work with an AI on something creative, what would you do?
Oh, wow. That's a good one. Honestly, more than anything, I hope this gets people asking that kind of question. Don't be afraid of the big stuff. Play with the AI tools, see what they can do, but never forget that you bring something unique to it too. Your experiences, your perspective, that's where the magic is, where human and artificial meet.
Well said. And on that note, we'll leave you all with that thought. What would you create, given the chance to collaborate with AI? Let us know. And until next time, keep exploring, keep creating, and keep those imaginations going strong.